6 months ago, I was in a place that might sound familiar. I had a stable 9-to-5 job, a steady paycheck, and a predictable routine. But I was stuck in meetings that could have been emails. Stuck doing work that felt like it added no real value. And worst of all, thousands. Stuck trading my time for money with no way to scale beyond it. I wasn't miserable, but I wasn't alive either. Something had to change. Fast forward to now. Thousands. I've made just over 50,000 online, entirely independent of any employer. And while I don't consider myself rich, I am completely self-employed. Thousands. With full control of my time, my income, and the direction of my life. This didn't happen by accident, it wasn't luck. And it definitely wasn't easy. But it was systematic. I'm going to walk you through exactly how I did it, step by step, with nothing held back. No overnight success stories. No fake gurus. Just a real roadmap from quitting my job to building a profitable online business in half a year. It all started with one decision. I stopped asking, what job should I apply for, and started asking, what problems can I solve for people that they'll pay me for? That simple mental shift changed everything. Instead of looking for an employer, I looked for demand. I realized I had skills, writing, editing, basic marketing, that I had undervalued because employers only paid so much for them. But individuals and small businesses, they valued results more than degrees or titles. That was my entry point. I began by freelancing, but with a plan. I didn't just open an Upwork account and pray. Thousands. I picked one service and one niche. My focus was offering email copywriting for small e-commerce brands. Why is that? Because these businesses always need emails, welcome flows. Thousands. Abandoned cart sequences, product launch campaigns, and most of them are terrible at writing them. I could be the solution. Thousands. I built a simple portfolio using work I'd done in my job and a few made-up examples. Then I started pitching directly, not cold emails to random people. Thousands. I reached out to brand owners on Twitter, in Shopify Facebook groups, and indie startup communities like Indie Hackers. My pitch wasn't hire me. It was thousands. I noticed your email flow could convert better. Mind if I send you a free audit? That approach landed me my first 3 clients. I charged low, $150 to $250 per project, because I wanted proof, testimonials, and confidence. Within the first month, I made around $2 and it wasn't life-changing, thousands, but it was validation. People would pay me directly for value, not hours. That's when I doubled down. The second month, I refined my service, thousands. I learned from every client interaction what they really wanted, what questions they had, what they didn't understand. I created templates, soft, thousands, and frameworks that let me deliver faster and better. More importantly, I raised my rates. My new standard became $500 per project minimum. I made $400-500 that month. Now I was paying rent with freelance income. That's when I started thinking long-term. Here's where most freelancers get stuck, they stay in the hustle. More clients, more hours, thousands, no freedom. I knew I didn't want to recreate the 9-to-5 grind under a new name, so I focused on creating assets. In month 3, I launched my first digital product, an email copy starter pack for e-commerce founders. It included templates, scripts, and a 10-page mini guide. Price, $39. Distribution, Gumroad. Thousands, audience. The same people I was already freelancing for. I posted about it on Twitter and in e-com communities, framing it as everything I wish my clients knew before hiring a copywriter. That product made $400 in the first week. Suddenly I had leverage. Thousands. I could make money without being present every second. That's when I started building a newsletter. Now, I didn't grow some huge audience overnight. Thousands. I had fewer than 1,000 subscribers for most of the 6 months. But I made every subscriber count. I treated my newsletter like a relationship. Every week, I sent actionable, thousands, no BS advice on email marketing and copywriting for small brand owners. I gave away so much value that some people literally asked how I made money, assuming it had to be some scam. Thousands. Nope, just playing the long game. By month 4, I was doing 2 things: high-ticket freelance work and digital product sales. Thousands. I now charge thousands per project and only worked with 2-3 clients per month. That gave me more time to build out my product line. Thousands. I added a mini course on how to write a killer welcome email sequence. I priced it at $79 and cross-sold it to people who bought my template pack. The result: $3,200 in digital product sales in 1 month, combined with $4,000 from clients. That was my first $700 month. At this point, my 9-to-5 job felt like dead weight. Thousands. I was putting in 40 hours a week for a paycheck I could now replace in 10 hours of freelancing. But I didn't quit emotionally. I did it strategically. Thousands. I had 6 months of expenses saved. I had recurring income from client retainers. And I had digital products that sold every week, even when I was offline. Thousands. I handed in my notice and walked away, scared but ready. Month 5 was all about systems. I automated everything I could. Email sequences to onboard new customers. Templates for pitching clients. A simple Airtable CRM to track leads and follow-ups. I also started outsourcing small tasks, design, landing page tweaks, even research. Thousands. My business was now bigger than me. I was no longer selling my time. I was running a system that generated income, even if I stepped away for a few days. Then came month 6. The month I hit 50,000 total since starting. It was a combination of everything. I'd built 800 from 2 freelance projects, 3 Dells 400 from digital product sales, 200 from a small cohort-based workshop I hosted via Zoom. People paid $99 each for a live session on writing Black Friday emails. I only had 15 attendees, thousands. But the feedback was phenomenal. That single event made me realize how many ways there are to monetize knowledge once you have trust, thousands. Let's break down the takeaways so you can use this roadmap too. 1. Choose a high-value skill, not just something you like doing, something businesses need. Writing, design, thousands. Automation, analytics, systems, video editing, there are dozens of options. Start with one thing and focus. Generalists get ignored. Specialists get hired. 2. Sell a service first, thousands. Forget passive income in the beginning. Services teach you how to solve real problems and get paid for results. They're fast to start and help you build proof and cash flow, thousands. Freelancing isn't the end game, but it's a rocket launcher. 3. Build leverage through digital products. Take what you learn from clients and turn it into templates, guides, thousands, or tools. People will pay to skip the mistakes. You don't need a huge audience, just a relevant one. Start small, sell affordably, and iterate. 4. Own a platform, thousands. Instagram can disappear, Twitter can tank, TikTok is a coin toss, but an email list, that's yours. Start growing it from day one. Give value, build trust, thousands, and use it to launch anything. Products, workshops, coaching, you name it. Quit strategically. Don't burn bridges. Build a runway, 6 months of savings, thousands. At least 2 sources of income. A basic system that runs even when you take a break. Only then pull the plug. It'll still be scary, but way less risky. 6. Focus on trust. Thousands, not tricks. People can sense desperation. They can also sense real value. Don't chase hacks or fake urgency. Be relentlessly useful, over-deliver. Thousands. Be the person people thank, not block. That's how you get clients, sales, and word of mouth that compounds. Looking back, thousands. Quitting my job was one of the best decisions I've made, but not because I hated my job. I left because I found something better. A way to use my skills directly, help real people, thousands, and get paid fairly for it. That's not a fantasy. It's not reserved for tech bros or influencers. It's available to anyone who's willing to learn, execute, and solve problems, thousands. So if you're sitting at your desk right now wondering if this could ever be you, yes. But you have to start, not with a logo, not with a brand, but with a skill, a service, thousands, and a problem worth solving. Once you get that right, everything else follows. In the next video, I'll break down my email marketing system in detail. How I get clients, thousands. How I write high converting sequences and how I use automation to scale. But for now, just know this: in 50,000 in 6 months wasn't magic. It was math, momentum, and a mindset shift. You can do it too.